Welcome to First Sun News. This is Argho Mitra. India's cricketing legends have shown how to boycott Pakistan and what kind of impact it can have. WCL, World Champions of Legends, decided to organize a cricket match between the India and Pakistan teams. This is a tournament where retired cricketers from Pakistan, India, and other countries participate, and this tournament has a decent fan following because it includes very famous names like Harbhajan Singh, Shikhar Dhawan, Suresh Raina, Yuvraj Singh. From the Pakistan side, there are Shahid Afridi, Shoaib Malik, such cricketers who are well-known names in their respective countries. So, it gets a lot of viewership. Recently, they organized an India versus Pakistan match. The Indian legends openly said that they would not play against Pakistan. And after that, WCL issued an apology saying, "We're sorry. We should not have organized this match." However, the WCL organizers also shared their side. They said, "We heard that Pakistan's hockey team is coming to India. So, when we heard this, we felt that the situation between the two countries is normalizing, so we thought of organizing a WCL match as well." Now, this reasoning isn't entirely wrong either. Because, if you see, India's sports minister openly said that the Indian government is open to Pakistan participating in global sports events. Whether a global sports event is happening in India or elsewhere, Pakistan can participate. We have no problem. And this year, as you all know, the Men's Asia Cup hockey tournament will be held in Bihar. The FIH Junior World Cup is going to be in Tamil Nadu, and the Junior Shooting World Cup will be hosted by New Delhi. In all three events, it's being reported that Pakistani players will attend. They will be welcomed. Seeing all this, the WCL organizers are saying that when it seemed Pakistan's players were coming to India, they felt the situation was normalizing. But here, I must say, kudos to India's former legends. Not only did they openly tell WCL that they will not play against Pakistan, but they also posted about it on social media. "We will not play against Pakistan." Below you can see a formal notification of Mr. Shikhar Dhawan's non-participation in matches against Pakistan. It's clearly written that Shikhar Dhawan will not participate in any matches against Pakistan. Now, if you look on social media, many Pakistani commentators and cricketers are posting and saying that when the Indian sports minister has already said there's no problem playing against Pakistan ahead of the Asia Cup, then why was the WCL match cancelled? See, in my opinion, a very good example has been set by India's legendary cricketers. And if you ask me whether sports and geopolitics should be mixed, they are two separate things, right? Relationships between countries, etc. I'll tell you a clear fact. The United States of America and its Western allies, when Russia initially invaded Ukraine in 2022, which you could say was Russia's special operation, they immediately appealed to all sporting bodies to remove Russia altogether. And today, the US, Western Europe, Japan, South Korea, all have not only removed Russia from global sporting bodies but also ensured that the Russian flag doesn't appear in any major sporting event. You might have noticed that during chess tournaments, flags of all participating countries are displayed, India's, the US's, Norway's, but you won't see Russia's. The Western countries made this happen. Now again, I agree India currently does not have the same geopolitical weight as the US, Europe, Japan, etc. But at least we can do this much, that a country whose government openly supports the TRF, protects the TRF, which continuously kills unarmed Indians in Jammu and Kashmir. At least we can decide not to play cricket against them. This sends the message that the situation is not normal. We cannot pretend that everything's fine with a country literally sponsoring terrorism against India. And then play cricket with them, India's ministers shaking hands with their cricketers, sitting together, laughing. Because see, when a cricket match happens, people will shake hands, sit together, laugh. What message does that send overall? And I'll give you another point. Before Russia was officially removed from global sporting bodies, during that process too, if a match was scheduled between Russia and the US teams refused to play. Just like these Indian legends are doing, the US players also clearly said, "We won't play against Russia." Here you'll see, for example, the US soccer team, their football team, in 2022 refused to participate in a match against Russia. And again, note, Russia hadn't attacked the US, it had attacked Ukraine. But geopolitically, the US was so involved in supporting Ukraine that even their sports bodies and players jumped in. So this argument, that we shouldn't mix geopolitics and sports, is nonsense. If you look at history, you'll find countless examples where, in national interest, American and European teams have refused to play against adversary countries. It's only in India we see this. Pakistan, a country literally harming us at the border, did a lot of shelling, yet we say, if Pakistan's team comes, no problem. We will welcome Pakistan. And today, India's market is so huge. We have such financial power that if India's players simply refuse to play against a particular team, the entire event becomes unprofitable. Now I'll show you an example. It's not like Shikhar Dhawan or the others refused to play against Pakistan and WCL still said, no, the match is too important. It will happen. They know, without India, there's no tournament. And you all know this. Remove India from the Cricket World Cup, and let's say we extend the IPL or host another big tournament in India. Its viewership will be 10 times higher. And this is something we don't do. Many Indians don't even understand this. While the rest of the world has a strict no-nonsense attitude, against terrorism, against countries hurting their interests, we keep playing. So now I ask you all a question. Do you believe that the example set in WCL should be followed by India in ICC tournaments and other sports events too? And let me say it clearly, India's market is so big that we can compel major sporting bodies to make the right decisions. Someone has to start. If everyone just assumes they can't do anything, then nothing will change. Today the gap between India and Pakistan's market is like heaven and earth. We can openly boycott Pakistan in sports, and there will be a visible impact. Now again, if relations were perfect, no terrorism, etc., obviously, there would be no problem playing sports. But that's not the situation. So if India really wants to shed the soft state tag and become proactive, we must send a clear message to global sporting bodies. If you want to broadcast your event in India, earn money from India's audience, then you must understand, countries that sponsor terrorism should not have teams participating. This should be India's open demand, and all Indians should back it. Only then can we do something big. So finally, I'd like to know your opinion. Do you believe India should adopt the same stance as the US, Japan, and many developed countries? That they will not play sports with adversary nations? Or will we continue with India's chalta hai attitude, say things like, it's okay, won't do it next time, etc.? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. This is a very interesting development. Perhaps from here, India could take bigger steps in the future. Please monitor this topic closely, as several upcoming developments are expected to emerge soon, along with additional news becoming evident. I will persist in providing you with confirmed and current videos. My aim is always to guarantee that even if there is a slight delay in a video, it will include accurate, verified sources. If you found my video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing to, and sharing it. Feel free to share your honest thoughts in the comments, as I value your feedback.